Well, hello everyone and welcome to Nerd Sauce. My name is Sky. I'm going to be your host for this evening, and we want to welcome you to episode number 11. We are super excited to be here tonight. Well, I am. I have a very special guest that's been on the program before. It's part of the Gathering Nerds, but I'll get to that in just a second. If you listened to us last episode, I was really promoting our website really hard. And the reason is because I spend a lot of time on a lot of work. So if you go on any web browser on your phone, it's actually probably best on your phone. You can search fans, F-A-N-S, .link / The Gathering Nerds. That's the other podcast we do. But it has all the Nerd Sauce stuff. It has links to our podcast swag. If you want to check out our podcast, if you want to see pictures from the podcast, we have Jeremy featured there doing one of the episodes, but it's just some cool stuff that we have up there that'll be changing weekly, bi-weekly. You can just check it out. And if you ever want to get in touch with us, the email address is on there as well. So anything you need, Instagram, YouTube, it is all on there. There's some videos on there. I mean, it's jam-packed. So fans.link / The Gathering Nerds. Check out our webpage. Now, the audience is like biting at the lip. So let me introduce one of the members of the Gathering. Not that great of a golf player, though.
who lost last time?
We got Daniel.
West. Oh, wait, that's not him. It's Daniel here. Yeah.
Hey, Daniel, what's going on, man? How are you?
Hey, good to be back. Oh, well overdue.
I know. It's been a while. I was saying this last episode, after the fires and kind of like everything just got, when you're doing shows and you're doing them like weekly or bi-weekly, whatever it is, you continue to do them and you don't think about it. But when you stop for a little bit and your life's busy, it's so hard to get back into the groove.
Back to it. I totally agree.
Yeah, so I'm just glad. It's so much fun to record. I love talking about this stuff. Now, if you're seeing us on YouTube, which this will be on YouTube as well, you can tell that me and Daniel aren't alone. But for those of you listening to the audio version of this on Apple, Spotify, wherever, see, that's another plug. Very good. Wherever podcast or you listen to your podcast, we have a very special sit-in guest as well. A little bit behind the scenes. Me and Jeremy might have done a little recording earlier, but we won't lift up the veil. We won't lift up that Wizard of Oz veil yet. So Jeremy, welcome back to Nerd Sauce as well. Jeremy,
what's
welcome.
up, everyone? Glad to be back.
Yeah, the crowd loves both of you. Wow. So this is Daniel's show tonight. Daniel's going to go over stuff and we'll just kind of listen in. And we do have a very special tribute tonight as well. So without further ado, Daniel, what's up? What's new with you? How are you? What's going on? Let's check in first.
Oh, I'm exhausted. I don't think I mentioned it in our last podcast, but I am expecting another baby. So
Woo!
I'm like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then this time we're having a girl, and she's due
awesome.
around the corner.
That's awesome.
So today I started at 8 in the morning and I finished at 7 at night. We fixed the bathroom. We did Damien's room. We organized the living room. It was just a full-on day of like activities to get the baby ready, the house ready for the baby. So it's just a long day.
As are you? Where are you at on it? Are you nervous? Are you like?
I'm excited, but I don't think it has hit me that I'm going to have another kid. So I'm nervous for sure when that's actually going to hit.
So your son is how old now?
So it's a big gap. So he's a good boy.
Uh-huh.
So now he's on his own. He's independent. He's going to be helpful. So I think I'm not too worried about him. I just have to make sure I give him enough time and effort.
Yeah.
But the other one is going to give me like trouble because as a girl, everybody says, "Oh, you're screwed now."
Yeah, you're definitely screwed, Daniel. But you're screwed. You know what? I don't think you could be like it's the best possible scenario. Like I mean, boy, girl, whatever. Just like that moment, that opportunity to bring a life in and just like have some fun. You're gonna like, like it's funny because you get far enough from it, you don't remember it, and you get back into it and you're like, oh, like the late nights and all that, like Oscar's going through that. West, who you brought up earlier. But it's just, it's just, you're going to get to a point in life where you're going to be like, man, that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, you're a dad too. Yep. I mean, your son's, about the same age as Damien and Emma, so I mean, it's kind of cool that they're all around the same age actually.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's awesome. When we got together last time, they all were having a blast together.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, historical moment.
We got together for Emma's birthday party, and that was like literally it felt like the Olympics of birthday parties.
Yeah, seriously. Definitely.
But it was fun because watching these kids go and just like get into it and have fun, it was just great. So, I mean, I'm just so happy that there's another one of those little
Not only that, but Jeremy also had a blast diving, like he's stealing bases.
So we were doing like kind of races, sack races, stuff like that. Kind of your old school like party races. And Daniel's mentioning the fact that like Jeremy to try to like, just get the best place as possible was diving across the finish lines. It was hilarious. So yes. That's awesome. All right. Well, Daniel, that's cool, man. I mean, that's some great news. Thank you for sharing that here.
That was great. So it was awesome. And then got to watch some good golf over the weekend. You guys see the Masters?
Oh, no, I didn't even. You know what? I didn't even pay attention. I was traveling back. So.
Oh yeah, some good golf over the weekend. So it was good.
Okay. Cool. Who won the tournament?
Good. What's his name? Why am I going blank right now? He's the one that he needed. He was the last person.
Do you want Jeremy to help you? I think Jeremy knows.
What's his name?
It's Rory.
Rory. There you go.
Oh, Rory. Yeah,
he got it. He happy for that guy. I was rooting for him. Yeah. He won the Masters.
So was I. He won everything. Because there's only like 5 other people who won every
the Grand
tournament.
Slam. Yep.
The Grand Slam, pretty much.
Yep.
He was only missing this one.
Yes.
And he finally got it.
Oh yes.
And it went to overtime, like extra play. They went to that 19th hole. So it was crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, great golf game Sunday, the Masters.
Well, one of these days we'll get back out there and play. We got to play.
Oh yeah.
Well, ask me. I want to play too.
Oh, Jeremy's a golfer.
Well, I haven't played, but
you played. Jeremy was on the high school golf team. Actually,
no, it's tennis.
You're on the high school. Same thing. They were nerd sports.
I got to join with you guys. I think we're about right.
They were nerd sports, Daniel.
Yes,
this guy was a nerd.
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right. Well, Daniel, you got a couple topics, man. Let's jump right into. Oh, first, Daniel, let's just do this real quick before we start getting into that. Last week we talked about, our last podcast we talked about losing Val Kilmer, and Jeremy mentioned briefly that we lost another icon, and I just wanted to give him a little bit of love. I was going to do this on Gathering, but since we're not going to be able to record this week, we'll do this on Nerd Sauce. Let's give a little love real quick to Gene Hackman, who recently passed away. Super icon, amazing roles in The Unforgiven, and what was the one with him and Denzel Washington? One of my favorite movies. What's the name of that movie? The submarine movie.
Oh, Crimson Tide.
Crimson Tide.
Also, No Way Out with Kevin Costner, 1987, with Sean Young. That's I remember
that was a good one. Yeah.
All right. And The Conversation. Oh, there's a whole bunch of lists of movies.
Yeah. But for nerds, we know him pretty much as the iconic, and I would say for me at least, the original Lex Luthor in the original Superman with Christopher Reeves. Here you go.
Right. So, problem. How to make the land more valuable between the time you buy it and the time you sell it. Now, this is California. The richest, most populous state in the Union.
I don't need a geography lesson from you, Luthor.
Oh, yes, of course, you've been there. I do forget you. Get around, don't you? Where was I? California. California, right. The San Andreas Fault. Maybe you've heard of it.
Yes, it's the joining together of two landmasses. The fault line is unstable and shifting, which is why you get earthquakes in California from time to time.
Superman's a nerd.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Everything west of this line is the richest, most expensive real estate in the world. San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco. Everything on this side of the line is just hundreds and hundreds of miles of worthless desert land, which just so happens to be owned by Luthor Incorporated. Now, call me
Mocker.
foolish, call me irresponsible. It occurs to me that a 500 megaton bomb planted at just a proper point would
destroy most of California. Millions of
That's such a good. Just a big, huge icon in the nerd world. So, Gene, rest in peace. We love you, buddy. Thank you for
Rest in
all the
peace.
good,
Yep.
all
Rest in peace.
the good entertainment. So, all right. Now that we got everyone crying and sad, let's start the podcast.
Press.
All right, Daniel, what do you got for us tonight?
So my topics tonight are kind of keeping in line with the newborn dad nerd topic. So my first topic I have is, how early do you introduce nerd stuff to your newborn? And it's kind of like a tricky question, because if you're in a nerd couple, it's cool. But if you're not, it's a little more difficult. It's a little bit more difficult.
Yes,
so,
it is.
So I want to know your guys' intake about that.
Okay, we'll let Jeremy. Okay, Jeremy, is your wife a nerd?
No, she's not.
Okay, so I'm gonna let him go first.
Well, it didn't start. Well, let's put it this way. First, you got to find your first passion level, which is Star Wars. Everyone knows I'm a big Star Wars fanatic. And I think about 4 years old, I have to wait till 4 to introduce Star Wars. Because, when they're babies, they don't know much going on. But maybe 3 or late 4, kids start to know stuff little by little. And I introduce Star Wars without showing my son Lucas any of the Star Wars cartoons or movies. I did through the games, board games. I'm a board game freak over here. So my suggestions to you, you gotta find your passion. It could be cartoons, movie, find whatever you like, slowly but surely. I will not do 02. If I did, I think my wife would have killed me if I did it too early. so you gotta wait till maybe 3.5, 4, slowly but surely.
Slowly.
And you always throw in bits, you can wear some clothing. I wear my Star Wars t-shirts. My wife is used to it. She, over there. So just a little bit. It's a gradual process. Hopefully that works. But I know everyone's different. I wish you the best of luck. I know the Force is strong with you. You're a Jedi yourself over here. And we look forward to your success. So you don't have to wait till 6. Maybe 3 to 4 years old is good. But I will not do it 02 years old. Don't go overkill that age. Or else you'll regret it.
So I'm like, I kind of did with Damien, my first son. So luckily my wife is awesome, and she kind of let me have free range with my son. A little backstory, I think I said it before, is that I named my son Damien. If you guys into comic books and Batman's my number 1 superhero, and he has a son, and name is Damien. So that's how the naming came across. So every month, you know how you do it. I know. So every month, you do the pictures, like, first month, second month, take a picture, third month. So every month he was a different superhero. Once he was a Batman, Green Lantern. He was Superman. He was Iron Man. Every month.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I have all those pictures, and it's awesome. But now with the second one, I don't think I have any free range no more. I think I'm done.
Is it because is it because you're having a girl, or do you think it's just like I've been there, done that, I'm not doing that again for you?
I think so. I think it's more like you did your fun already. Now we're gonna dress her like how I want to. So it's like, oh man. So I have to find a way to, like you said, maybe not early stages, but maybe around 3 or 4. Can I get her all nerd out?
Yeah. Well, okay. So I have a grown daughter, and then there's Emma, who's the newest member of the family, and I would say that Jordan. Now, first off, you named Damien. I went Jordan. My son's named after George Lucas. His name Lucas, same as Jeremy.
Lucas, yeah.
But Jordan was named after Michael Jordan. right? Because I was a big Michael Jordan fan at the time. I think anytime you name, like, it's first off, you got to do that to like start the nerd phase in. But Jordan, like, one of the first movies I ever took her to was the new Star Wars movies, because they were coming out at that time. So the first movie I think she ever got to go to was Attack of the Clones, which is like, she was super young, you know. But I only say that because I think that you're limited in your dressing options, because there are some superhero t-shirts that you can put on that are pink and cute, but they're not the same, like, right? They're not those super cute. Like, boys get away with it more when when they're little girls, they don't wear it the same. But here's a deal. I think that girls, even though they love all the girly stuff and that, they love their dads. So if you just have the love and passion for it, I think that she will come in and like just get that passion. I think that because you're like a super nerd, like Daniel tries to be cool, but he's really a super nerd, just so you know, Jeremy.
I am cool and I'm a nerd.
You can't be both. I'm sorry, we've tried. It doesn't work. It's just not possible. You know what? I actually, when you were telling me about this, I remembered a commercial, and I think it fits. So let me play that for. And if you're on if you're on audio, you'll be able to hear it. But if not, if you watch the video, you'll be able to see this commercial. And it's really cool. And I'll explain it at the end what they do.
I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. They got a million toys at Toys R Us that I can play with. I don't want to grow up.
I'm a Toys R Us kid.
They got the best for so much less.
You'll really flip your lid.
Some bikes to trains to video games. It's the biggest toy store there is. Gee whiz! I don't want to grow up, 'cause baby, if I did,
I couldn't be a Toys R Us kid. Once a Toys R Us kid,
always a Toys R Us kid.
It's interesting because that commercial has kids from the 80s. And then when they filmed those commercials originally for Toys R Us, and then they got them back in and put them in, kind of doing the same. They're playing softball or baseball. It was cool. So it's the kids in one age and another age. And that's the reason I was like, oh, that's, like at some point, your son, you will influence this young lady to be a nerd. And you have, I think that if you don't, they miss on a huge part. But at the same time, like, people develop their own. So she may hate the nerd culture. She'd be like, Dad, you are a nerd.
I am your dad.
Yeah. No, you don't say it like that. You say, I am your father.
But shout out to Toys R Us. Man, I was talking to my dad about this. There's nothing like Toys R Us no more. No. Like, that was just an experience. Even like KB Toys back in the days was awesome. Yeah. But now, like, there's no toy store. There's like a toy section.
Yeah.
But like, when you go to Toys R Us, you're like, man, like Hot Wheels in one corner, Legos in one corner, action figures in one corner, outdoor activities in one corner. Like, it was like the whole gaming section was like there. But yeah we're just like, man, I miss Toys R Us.
Toys R Us was, I, as a kid, going to there to get a video game. I remember going to get a video game. I remember going to get Star Wars. Like, I would go in there to get my Star Wars toys. There, Sears used to sell toys. Used to have, I would go to Sears all the time. Kmart, you can go to Kmart. Had a really good toy section. Toy sections are like, I got to say, I think the toy section nowadays is a piece of crap. Like, I go to Target and I'm just bummed because they have this the Star Wars section in Target is like,
it's like two not like two rows, not aisles, like two rows of up and down. Yeah. That's it.
Like the G.I. Joe sections, they were entire freaking rows in Toys R Us.
Yep.
Like, we live in a big box world, and if you really want to get your toys, you got to go online nowadays, because going to the store,
it's not the same.
No,
it's just not the same.
No, it will never be. And the thing is everything's always sold out online now, because everyone, and I'm the same way. I collect the crap out of stuff. So I go online to find all this stuff, just recently I was dropping off a rent-a-car, and I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm going to walk back, it's not that far. wanna get, like do a little moving. And I went by a record store, and this last Saturday was record store day, right? You don't know what record store day is. It's when records release limited edition records. And this is like a little mom and pop record store. The line was like 2 blocks long. And they don't even get that many records because because collectors go in there, they get them. And I didn't know about this, but the Never Ending Story had a record for that day, and it was pretty exclusive. Oh, wow. And it's going for like $150 now online. Wow. So it's like, and you could have got it for 25. That's why people do it. So anyways, I think you just gotta get your wins when you can, Daniel, and maybe wait till she leaves the house and then take, do your monthly pictures then. No, let's just do a little Harley Quinn, do a little Princess Leia. I'm just saying.
So I'm like you said, I'm a nerd, so I like everything Disney and everything. So of course Disney. He's gonna get Disney stuff too. So I'll find my ways.
I forget Disney's really nerdy. That's actually you can do it. Just the princess thing though. I don't know. Are you a fan of the princess thing, Jeremy?
So.
Yeah, I like the princesses, but I think if we let Emma watch some of those princess movies, and man, does it get them like all aggressive and hyped up because everyone's always fighting in those. The princesses always have such a struggle. It's like crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, Danny, what other topic you got for us tonight?
So that's why I wanted to bring up Toys R Us, because I had a lot of fine memories. Like me and my dad would pick me up after school, and he'd be like, "Let's go to Toys R Us." So like, oh, cool. I'm down. But the thing is that me and my dad would collect Spawns. Like we only would go to Toys R Us to collect Spawns. So we would go to the Spawn section. And like I said, Toys R Us had a section.
Yeah, they had
we had this one, we had this one, we had this. And we finally they dropped a new one. Let's get this. So it's one of the best memories I have. So and now with my son, my next topic is when do you start collecting with your kids? And then I just noticed that Damien's really into Pokemon cards. And then now it's our hobby. It's something cool that we both enjoy. And I can see kind of my dad's point of view when we collected Spawns with him. Okay. So now I'm now in his shoes with Damien. So I'm seeing the other end of it. And it's really cool. And he gets all hyped up. I'm like, oh, we got this. Or I surprise him with something. He's like, oh, cool. I don't have this one. So it's okay, cool. And I'm collecting with your kids actually a lot of fun. It's expensive because you start now I have real money. So I'm like, oh, man, I can buy stuff for them. Yeah. But it's cool. And I'm like, what's your guys' you guys have feelings about collecting with your kids? Or you feel like not yet, or is it?
It's interesting. And for me, my adopted parents when I was younger were not they would take me. And I think because they were like, what the hell is this? Why is there this guy? You want to buy this 3-inch guy with hair all over him that looks like a weird werewolf, like Chewbacca and shit. But so they weren't into it, but it was interesting because with Jordan and Lucas, I bought a lot of Justice League, the Justice League Unlimited series, and that series had been out at the time, and they loved the Justice League, and it was a lot of fun because I would buy it for them, and they actually mentioned it now, I remember collecting that. I remember we were doing that. And then some of the Star Wars stuff or even Legos. So I think that for you, what it's a good. It's in a good experience on both sides, right? Because it's a common ground so I think it's a great idea, It's it's funny because I think it's a little bit hard. Emma loves Pokemon cards, and I'm not gonna buy it. I'm like, oh hell, I don't but she's still young enough where she doesn't you give her one, and I bought a pack for her, and she got some Steely construction one, and I looked, I'm like, oh, this is $30. I'm like, I'm gonna sell it for you and give you the money, and she's like, yeah, sell it. So
definitely your child.
Yeah, so I'm gonna teach her the other side of collecting. But I think what it does is it there's a if you were going fishing, It's the same thing. It's the moment they get to spend with you doing something that causes you joy. And when dad or mom get joy, they feel that joy. They see, oh, like this is happy, and then they start to enjoy it, and then you get that happy. So it's just it's a give and take 100%. I think it. Now, what about you, Jeremy? Do you guys collect it all? I know you didn't collect with your dad. I knew Jeremy's dad. There's no way he was a collector.
Oh no, I did this everything entirely on my own. Right now, my son likes Legos. Right now,
Oh, yeah.
I got into little Star Wars Legos. He built it. I got more Legos. I want him to do it. He's not interested, so I gotta break him slowly, a little bit. He knows the Star Wars characters. It's like a hit or miss. But at least I did my part. All you can do is just try your best. If they like it, great. But I also learned they don't like it. Don't take it personally. I wish he likes it, but I think you'll know. You gotta accept what he likes. So now he's like into art. He likes to draw. I'm over here. But I did kept the Legos that he did. I gotta show you, Sky, the Legos that he built. He built the Star Wars X-Wing fighter, which is too difficult for him. We did that together. I cherish that moment over here. He still like Legos, and again, I'll see as he get older. I might introduce. Are you interested? But I guess what I'm trying to say, don't force it. If they like it, great. If not, keep it peace. Because who knows? They might find something else like. So meanwhile, I kind of interested in board games. I'm board games outside Star Wars, like these other games, like the thinkfun.com. What's that? It's another thinkfun.com board games. Just introducing little by little and see what his interest over here. So it depends on your child. I try to work on my son what he likes over here. Don't force it. Gotta give it a shot.
Yeah.
If it's there, fantastic. If not, don't take it personally. As long as you try your best, you gave your best shot. But Daddy knows who loves Star Wars. Daddy does. He knows that.
He does.
You'll feel that.
Yeah, because we started with collecting Pokemon cards. He would collect everything, and then we started noticing he likes Pikachu a lot. So I told him, let's just collect only Pikachu cards. So we got a new folder for him with Pikachu on it, and now he has just a selection of Pikachus. And there's 1,000 and super expensive ones. So I surprised the one, and I went to go see Derek with 3 really cool ones. So he added it to his folder, and now it's a thing now. It's kind of good because now we don't he doesn't have to buy all the Pokemon cards this season. Now he's like, I'm looking for Pikachu, and he's like, oh, I don't have this one. Like, so now it's more like into collecting. So I'm like, that's actually pretty cool. So now we're both like trying to find the ones that he doesn't have now instead of all the cards.
Yeah, all the cards. Because there's when it comes to Pokemon stuff like that, there's like this weird because you want to get these cards and you get the hit from opening them up. So when you because with baseball wise, when we were collecting, we used to go after certain cards. We would back in the day we try to
Ken
get
Griffey Jr.
We tried to get a Ken Griffey Jr.
and Bo Jackson.
Yeah,
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah. So that's cool, man. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. So yeah.
And you had one more topic, and I think this is funny because I'm a little bit like you're in the middle of that stage. Like when I was your age, I was literally 100% doing this, and I think I don't know if Jeremy was never big at this, but because I always kicked his ass. So I could go down here.
So my last topic is still being a dad. It's like you're stuck in your own ways. Like I love gaming, and then how do you game when you're an adult? Like you have to have time for it. Like my biggest crunch right now is like, hey, 8 in the morning, he has to be at school. When he gets home, we got to do homework, get him ready for bed, like dinner, and then he's in bed by 8 o'clock. And now it's like, okay, I have a decision. Do I go play Call of Duty for a couple hours and go to sleep super late, or watch a TV show and go to bed on time, or just go to bed on time? So it's like, oh man, but I miss gaming. And then being an adult, it's a little bit harder gaming. It's like, where do you take and where do you pull? So it's like
It's funny because your style of gaming, when I first started playing Call of Duty, Jordan and Lucas were older, so I would play whenever, I always played Team Deathmatch, and I would get on with my friends, and it was so much fun. And I actually started playing. Lucas was playing, so me and Lucas, my son, would play together. Typically not like when we're when I would go visit and stuff. So it was a lot of fun, but I realized what ended up happening is you're right. The best time to game is when the day is winding down and everyone's kind of winding down because you're not as busy. So here's the thing is you will sacrifice sleep for gaming. 100%. So you will be tired.
Yeah. I'm like, it's catching up to me now. And back then it's like, oh, I can go to sleep late and I don't mind. Now it's like, oh man, if I go to sleep late, I'm hurting the next day.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
oh my God.
It depends how much you want to game, how good you want to be,
Yeah.
Daniel. Do you want to be the best? Well, then you're gonna have to sacrifice sleep. I'm just kidding.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Think about your wife, your kids. They come first.
No, what?
I-
Boo! No, Jeremy, gaming comes
Yeah.
first. Jeremy just says that because I used to kick his ass at like every video game.
Like John Madden football. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, there's a story to that, and I'm gonna tell it down the road. But Jeremy beat me one time in the many times we played John
leave
Madden.
it right there.
We're gonna
I'm
leave it right there.
ecstatic.
He retired. No rematches.
What was I supposed to do? You should. I can't say much, but let's just say
Yeah.
if Jeremy was like Icky Woods on a crack, and if you don't know who Icky Woods is, look him up.
But Cincinnati Bengals, I think 1991 or something, 19. They went to the year that they went to Super Bowl. Just look it up.
Yeah, see, nerd. Look at this.
Nerd.
Literally like
Cincinnati Bengal fans, Joe Burrow, I'm giving you love, yes. All right. Watch the nerd sauce. Okay, sorry.
yeah. So what are you gonna do? What's your plan? What's your gaming plan coming up?
Well, I think it's gonna come to an end. Right now, I can get away with it, but when the second one comes around, like I don't think I can no more.
Okay, but think about this.
It's
The little one's gonna be going to bed late, waking up in the middle of the night. Sometimes you're gonna have to sit on your lap. You know, you're gonna figure out your positioning where you can still be cuddling the little one and having a joystick in your hand. I'm just saying you can.
I know, but but it's gonna happen. Like the baby's at bed, I'll pity or whatever, and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to bed. As soon as I lay down, the baby cries. I already know it. I'm gonna be barely falling asleep, and I have to wake up again. I'm like, oh, life is gonna be horrible. So take advantage of sleep when I can. I guess I had to. I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I think you'll find times, just probably not as much. You know, I mean that's okay too, right? Like like sports and all that stuff. I mean, I love gaming too. I just don't have the time for it. And so what I did is I gave up the like Call of Duties of the world because it was taking all my time. It literally was. And this wasn't even that long ago. Like I was still playing Call of Duty up to like 98. I would say 97. No, not 90. 2018, 2017. I was still playing Call of Duty. I loved it. I was having like my what is it? Killed that KDR was badass. Dude, I was over at 2.0 always.
Dang.
But I was a camper. I camped.
No wonder.
Yeah.
Camper.
I would get, hey, all I'm saying is, hey, 4 kills to 1 death, dude. I'm just saying. I'd rather get that than like 10 and 10. What was I gonna say? So if you're on the video and you see behind me, we're in the studio and there's some arcade machines back here. They're arcade 1-ups, the smaller versions. But that's the kind of games I like to play now because I can literally sit there and play for like 15 minutes and like disconnect, and because playing online is different, right? Like I think playing online is a lot more addicting. Like here I can play a little bit of Tron and then get my fix,
That's true too.
So
you're telling me I need a 1-up machine in my house?
I'm saying you need 5 of them.
Need 5 of them.
Just put 5 of them up, dude. Surround and then put it so you just walk in the middle of them and you're just playing as you turn.
I'll follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought of like that's another one that's gonna be hard too. My nerd of gaming that's gonna probably wind down, but hopefully not. Or like you said, I can do it sometime.
Yeah, I think that's the dilemma for gamers and nerds, and the more responsibility comes, the less they get to kind of dive into that world and do that stuff. That's why it makes like doing a podcast fun, right? Because like you got an adult all day, so it's fun to talk about nerd stuff.
Oh yeah, I totally agree.
Yes.
Yep.
So well, thank you, Daniel. I love the topics tonight. That was actually a lot of fun. Now we like to end this podcast with a very special game. It is called
$1 million.
But not the kind of butt you're thinking, Jeremy. I know you just get your mind out the gutter, but I got two good ones. I'm gonna do one first, and we'll see how we do on time. But this one's for you, Daniel, to start, Jeremy. Then you can go next. You get $1 million, but for the next year, every single day, a person from history will come visit you and fight you. Like, you have to like fight them, like, you know, and however long, whoever gets knocked down first, whatever it is, but you have to actually fight them. So you could get, Amelia Earhart, and probably, she might kick Jeremy's ass, my ass, but I don't know. But you get visited by someone from history,
From anybody in history or somebody in your history?
Anybody in history. So you may get you may get Michael Jackson, and if you're a believer in the Bible, and you just so you know, there's a really good show on Prime. I'm just going to mention it, called The House of David. Really good, but I'm only mentioning that because if you believe in the Bible, you could get visited by Goliath. So I don't know. I'm just saying, anybody in history. So
okay, I was first no because I thought somebody in my history. I'm like, man, I'll get in trouble with some people if they come into my life now. My wife wouldn't be too happy. So I was like, nah.
No,
but
good.
hey, I'm good. But now with anybody in history, I don't mind it. Get to meet somebody famous and might get my ass beat, or I might beat their ass. So, I'll do it for $1 million.
What if you got all boxers or all like professional wrestlers, like Andre the Giant came?
Yeah, I can stand my ground with the wrestler, but a boxer, I don't know.
Yeah. All right,
that's a tough one.
So you would do it?
I would do it. I will do it for the more the experience, like to meet new people.
All right. What about you, Jeremy? Would you do it?
I'll still be alive.
You'll be alive. You may bleed a little bit. You can limp around getting your ass kicked.
Actually, I might do for this one. I like pain. I want to get. I'm a sadomasochist. I like to feel the pain, the suffering over here.
I like to feel alive. I like to feel it.
I like to cut
You're
myself.
afraid of a boxer? I don't mind Mike Tyson beating me up. I want to get punched by Mike Tyson. He's afraid of boxing.
Take at least. Yeah, you said to take one hit. Just take one hit and go down.
Yeah, so over here. So actually, I will do this for $1 million. I can't think of anyone else. I mean,
there's plenty of people in history that would be happy to come back and kick your ass.
George Washington.
Oh, yeah. A little Abraham Lincoln. I'm just saying, he was a bad mofo.
Okay. Yeah, I just can't think of it. Yeah, I'll be down for this one.
All right. Okay, Jeremy's in. What about Christopher Reeves came back?
Yeah, Christopher Reeves kicked my ass. Just give me Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Gene Van John, Chuck Norris,
Who's Gene Conkoff Van Damme?
I don't know. The guy from Time Cop and Bloodsport, and actually, I know Dolph Lundgren. Sorry, I don't.
So you would pretty much want to fight the Expendables.
Yeah, I don't
He pretty much quoted the whole Expendables.
Jet Li, Jackie Chan. You just named that.
Right. Yeah. I would 100% want to do this because I'd actually want to see like one. I think I'm with Daniel. I want to fight some of these people, and kind of. Like at the same time, meet them. Like, that would be super cool. It's just, I hope they would not just show up out of nowhere. Okay, here's the other one.
$1 million.
But kind of the same. But you're visited by a ghost, haunted for 1 year, 365 days. Of someone from historical past, like anybody from history, they come and actually haunt you as a ghost. Would you do it?
Okay, what do you mean haunting? Like they're gonna scare you every day, or more like they're gonna come and hang out with you all day?
They're gonna come and scare you every day. Like you're gonna be going and like there's some like ghost shit going on. Like you walk into the bathroom, and they're like, their faces in the toilet coming after you, like whatever it is, like. Think of like
the
Exorcist or some of these movies with like crazy things, but these are historical figures coming to haunt you.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I don't know. It'd be freaking scary as hell.
But I'm like, damn, but there's $1 million. That's just 1 year of torture. Yeah, I think I would do it. I think so.
To be haunted
I
by
think I would be haunted. I think it'd be different if it was a haunted house. If I had to live in a haunted place for a year, then I'd probably be out. But if it's just like I live in my day to day, and then all of a sudden some snake comes out the toilet, I'm like, ah.
It's not gonna be a snake, dude, unless it's what was the name of that porn star with the big
gosh.
Ron Jeremy?
Ron Jeremy. That's the only way a snake would be coming out of the toilet. Just saying. Just saying.
Yeah. I think I would do it.
All right,
just like a randomly every day, just wait for the scared to happen. All right, see you tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, I'll do it.
What about you, Jeremy?
That's not my cup of tea.
You wouldn't want to be scared?
I'll lose my sanity. I'll die before them.
So you'd love to get your ass kicked.
Yeah, because I'm still alive. People have sympathy, but nightmares, I'm weak, I just can't do it.
These are nightmares. These are real hauntings.
I know. I won't be able to go on with my life, I'll probably commit suicide before then.
Oh, at least, can we get you $1 million?
No. How about $10 million?
No, not $10 million.
No, I can't do it. I just can't do it,
All right. Well, Daniel, man, thank you for
What about you?
Dude, I'm not going to do it for sure.
No,
I just saying it, thinking about honestly thinking about some crazy ass ghosts coming up. Like, hell no. Okay. So, I went to this cave once, this lava cave, right? And it's out in Flagstaff. And when you go through it, it's completely black. And I would shine my light and I'd move it. And right when I moved it, to light up another area in my brain, there was a vampire or some crazy demon where my light used to be. So I'd have to put it back. So I'm constantly moving it back. So that's how my brain is like the movies, because I got exposed to all these horror movies as a kid. The Freddy Kruegers, the Jasons, all that shit. So Michael Myers. Even the weird
the Phantasm. Oh, it's a creep show.
You just gotta fight your brain. If you saw something in that direction, you just keep. Don't go back to it and flash it.
I'm just
keep
saying.
On
I know. But here's the thing. It wouldn't be my brain anymore. It would be real for a year. I think I would be with Jeremy. I think we both end up in the insane asylum. I think we.
I know, but you're not gonna die. It's a different story if they could kill you. But now it's you get scared. All right, see you tomorrow.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I could do it. I think I would like to think I could, but I don't think I could do it. I think I would be freaked out. And I love horror movies. I don't mind being scared, but as long as at the end of the time, I could turn off the movie. You can't turn off these ghosts. They're going to be there for a year.
But they're just once a day. It's like watching a scary movie every day.
Yeah,
you're going to scare that moment.
What if the once a day is when I wake up and I'm going to pee in the middle of the night and they're hovering above me? Oh, hell no. Ghostbusters. They're Ghostbustering my ass. No. I'm out. Hell no. So.
Oh, man.
All right. Well,
I got one. Good questions.
I saw those today. I'm like, I gotta ask Daniel, because they're kind of relatable at the same time. You fight or get scared by, and I kind of knew fighting I don't mind. Even if you get your butt kicked, but being scared by him, hell no. All right. So Daniel, thank you again so much. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for joining Nerd Sauce. It's been a pleasure. It's been a while. I mean, we just aired the other one, episode 10, but just getting you back on, Daniel, hanging out, talking some nerd is a lot of fun. So thank you.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, definitely.
Hopefully we can get a gathering nerds together sooner or later, and get that show kicked off and going again. So a couple of news updates. Again, I'm going to repeat this because I really want to just get the show out there. So if you know people, let them know. You can always check us. I mean, everything's there. I'm telling you, check it out. It's really cool. It's fans.link/The Gathering Nerds. All the nerd stuff you'll ever need. One page. That's it. Bang, bang, get it over with. And check us out. We are going to be hanging out at, at least I am. I don't know who else is coming yet. Maybe nobody. Maybe just me. And I know I have Jake's going to be coming out. Jake's pseudo part of the podcast world with us. He helps out from time to time, but he will be hanging out, and we're going to be at Pasadena Comic-Con on May 24th. You can also see that is listed on our gallery page again, the website. So come and check that out. And that's it. That's all I got for tonight. Rest in peace, Gene, and thank you guys for nerding out tonight. I say, anything else, Daniel, before we hit the road? Got anything for us?
No.
All right.
Gather on.
Wrong podcast. Nerd sauce on.
Sauce it up.
Sauce it up. Sauce it up. All right. Thanks, guys. And we'll catch you on the flip side.
Okay.